Yeah.
I worry that YouTube is fucking me because they hate weed. Because I don't get views, and I wonder if they're just like, we can't let the stoner channel succeed.
Well, you do get views when you do lives.
I get a
And say
few.
that.
No, I don't get a lot of views. Like the most views I usually get are like it's like 500 views or something typically. Where's my stream? Show me the fucking stream, you piece of shit.
You got 220 last time.
Are you seeing a live stream yet? Oh, I wonder if I'm streaming.
Uh,
I wonder if I'm streaming to Twitch or something.
no, you are streaming to
Oh, okay.
YouTube. You just need to reload your screen.
Reload my
Oh, I need
screen.
to turn down
Oh
that.
yeah, on the not now. Why is it not? I don't get it. Why is it
Oh,
not showing?
settings. I,
Is it showing on
I'm,
your end?
yeah, it
Oh,
is.
okay. Are you
I'm on
hearing?
it right now.
Can you hear yourself? Are you? God damn it! I don't know why it's not showing me in the app. Let's go. Okay, there it is. All right. I need to turn up my mic a little bit.
Yeah, and I think I need to turn mine down somehow.
I can advanced audio properties. I'll just bump mine up by 25%.
Disconnected.
Oh, your speaker's fucking angry.
Yeah, bro.
Disconnected. Fucking pissed off wife.
Disconnected. You fucking cunt.
You take the garbage out, you shit.
You put the fucking toilet seat down when you finish, you cunt.
I've never understood that. That was something I've never actually understood because it's like why can't they just like observe that it's not down and put it down? Like
Yeah, like come on.
I remember, dude. I was with this chick. We weren't. I don't know if you'd call it a girlfriend or whatever, but she fucking. I would go over to her place, and her roommate would like bitch at me for leaving the fucking seat up, and it's like I want to be like, bitch, I'm not fucking you. Are we gonna arrange that? Like, what? Like, oh my god, man, what a whiny little bitch that. But
Yeah, I get that, eh?
dude, that chick. So back when I was dating that chick, I was doing warehousing, and I was
Cheers.
just working my ass off. Mm, mm, mm. So, so this chick, like I'm not, I don't like skinny girls. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. This chick was fucking huge. Like I mean, it was like she was good company. She was good
Yeah.
company, but like I just couldn't get her to lose weight, and it was like I was killing myself every day at work, and we would go we'd go eat, and I would eat one, and I'd eat one cheeseburger, and she would eat three cheeseburgers, and I was just like, man, bitch, this is not gonna be forever, you cow. It was so crazy how much she would eat.
Yeah.
God damn, she ate a lot.
Yeah. Well, what I'm smoking on today is a joint rolled with some, what is it? That fucking shit that I was talking about yesterday,
Oh, the Keith or
eh?
whatever.
Yeah, the Keith, and I
I wonder
think
if.
it's dark something, the dark thing.
Oh. I don't even know what strain I'm smoking. I think I'm still smoking that Bruce Banner. These Bruce Banners, these joints are crap though. Like the first ones I got were really good, and then like this last batch. But I got this. I wonder if I have any Keith myself. Yeah, I got a little bit. Let's see. but not a lot. It's a little bit
Nah,
maybe.
not a
Yeah,
lot,
you
eh?
know. I'm not patient enough to get the keef. You know what I mean? You really have to work on it. And like, also if the weed in your city sucks a dick, get you won't get a lot in this fucking thing in the bottom. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's fucking try to come up with some shit
Oh,
to talk about. Um, so do you
oh yeah,
follow
did you see that fucking rugby thing on Facebook?
what?
That rugby thing, my bro. You know, with the fucking smoked out room and shit.
Oh, the that was a football American
Oh,
football game, I believe. You goddamn fucking Kiwi. Uh,
idiot.
no, I was just giving you shit for not knowing about our stupid sports over here. No, but I think it was. I
No,
thought
no,
it
I was
was.
talking about saying where I'm from.
Oh, with the wait, what?
Remember, it's not legal here.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad. Oops, my bad. But yeah, the I think it was the Denver Broncos. I guess I don't follow sports, but they won some big fancy pants football game, and but all I know is like if you watch the fucking video of that locker room, um, you can see the coach, but
Yeah, he's fucking baked as fuck.
you,
You can see it, the coaches.
it reminded me of. Did you ever play like old PC games and you would turn the gamma, you would
Yeah.
turn the brightness up way too high and it would look like shit? That's what that locker room looks like
Yeah,
you just
bro.
hit the plus key a bunch of times. Like, oh my god, fucking Colorado's got it right. Like they have like they're way ahead of everyone else when it comes to weed. Um, I was
Yeah, they are.
and they don't have all this shit getting in the way of a good time. You know what I mean? Like they don't have a bunch of rules stopping people from getting high. You know, like some states they
Nah,
don't have
Jamaica
strong
did it
edibles.
first.
True. Although I've heard Jamaican weed is not what it's cracked up to be. If that makes any sense. Like I've
Uh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that's true. I think it is.
I've never been to Jamaica because it seems like a horrible place. I
Oh,
had
it
a teach.
is to Pacific people. Mostly white people, yeah.
Well, it's depressing. Like you fucking walk by all these children that are just ready to die of starvation right in front of you, and then you're supposed to have a good time. It's like you got to be like really desensitized to look at that and then continue on your vacation. I don't know, man. I remember a
Nah,
my English teacher had this
I would
opinion.
do. All you do is go, here you go, my bro. And then you watch them get fucking hungry as fuck.
No wonder they're starving. Everyone else ate all the food. All the Rastas gobbled up all the food.
Fuck.
They should have a football match where they all get fucking blindingly stoned and try to go out and
And then
play.
play.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, American basketball players do that shit all the time. Like, if you're ever watching a basketball game and you notice one of the players looks a little lost or doesn't look like he knows what he's doing, it's not because you don't understand the game of basketball. It's probably because he's stoned.
Yeah,
There's
most probably.
well,
Most possibly.
do you know Stephen A. Smith?
Nah.
He's a American sports commentator, and he has all these clips where he's going, "Get off the weed," and he's constantly blaming basketball players for smoking too much weed before they get on on the court. You should look that shit up. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
God
but
damn.
then they should be doing that too, like the fucking, big artists, like fucking actors, singers, and all that type of shit.
Oh, that's what they're doing
I
here,
need to
man.
open my window.
Go for it. I won't stop you. Go for it. You can step off the mic. I had to do that before we started. Damn, I should have gotten a bunch of edibles. That's what I should have done. Because the smoke here is so bad, it's hard to get faded sometimes. Because when you sent me a message, I was like, I'm just going to try to get home. Also, I was like, I want to try to get home because fuck this.
You know what I do when you message me? I just wait until you finish typing all your paragraphs. So I just copy paste them all so I can listen to them, mate.
It'd be funny if it could like send you a picture of my brain scan while I'm doing this and just seeing what kind of madness is going on. Because like fucking when I'm driving downtown, like it's a good thing that I'm not.
Squirrel!
No, it's not the squirrel. It's pedestrians are the squirrel. Like people run out into traffic and they cut you off, and
Nah, bro.
it's a war.
You never drive on the road. They're nuts on the road. You always drive on the footpath.
I did that today. I didn't travel down the footpath.
You do what you have to do.
What happened was
You feel like you got to shit yourself.
Dude, yeah, that was stuck waiting on a long line up to a train track, and then a train came, and I was like, oh my god. Thank God it wasn't a freight train, because I was standing down next to my car.
Nah, you go up to the Karen's car, it just keeps honking.
Drop a fat one on the windshield.
He
tries to put on the wipers. It kind of smears everything.
Yeah.
I'm so constipated it would go flying off and break the window of the car next to her. Be like throwing a brick.
I know, right? Fucking.
Oh. Someone's got their window open and gets knocked unconscious by a hard turd.
Flying turd.
That'd be an embarrassing way to get knocked out.
Like, how did you die? I died by a flying turd.
That'd be a fucked up obituary.
Yeah, R.I.P. this person. Rest in peace. They got hit by a turd. Just so everybody will know now.
So, I can't tell you that I've avoided death thinking this way, but there's been times where I'm like, this will not be on my obituary. I'm like, I'm not going down here. This is gonna be too embarrassing. Someone's gonna find out. No. It's not that it's not like today isn't a good day to die, but it's just too embarrassing dying this way.
I just say, if anything doesn't kill me, it makes me stronger.
Yeah. God, yes.
And more wanting more weed, you know.
Yes.
Chimichanga.
Dude, okay. So speaking of traffic, I was leaving the house yesterday, and there's a school. I hate schools, man. And I have two right next to me. I have two fucking schools within 500 feet of me in both directions. I hate it. And these fucking kids. So, not only are the children not concerned about getting run over, but like drivers are just as not concerned. I saw this chick on her headphones, and I pulled off to the side to let a truck come through, and she walks. I'm facing this way. There's a truck coming this way. She walks past the front of my car, directly in front of the moving truck, and this giant truck has to stop. And she's got fucking headphones in, and she's just doing this. And she's not crossing the road. She's like, yeah! And I look at the driver, and the driver's going... The driver is fucking like,
yo, man. Fuck off!
And people aren't like me here. Like, I'll yell at people. I mean, maybe I wouldn't yell at a kid, but like...
I would.
Well, these kids, they don't get smacked around enough by their parents or something. Like, it's like, when we grew up, it was like, you gotta look both ways, and if you don't, then you're gonna be a stain. You know, like, it's just what'll happen.
A really ugly stain on the road.
Yeah. And it's more and more unsafe to not be that way these days, and more people are just
It's
stepping and yeah.
you know these days, depending on where you are, it's safer to walk on the road than it is the footpath.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
around here, that's I if someone's like walking in the road, I'll fucking honk and yell, like, get the fuck out of the road! Like I'm that guy. Um, but there's not a lot of room for the
I
traffic,
don't think
so
you'd like to walk and find me on the road then. You'd say, shove it up your ass, mate.
I don't.
And fucking continue walking.
I don't think you would live long enough to get to me if you were that way here. Like, I don't know how people are so careless here and continue living. Cause if you just stand on any corner and watch traffic, it's like it's scary. And then people, I don't know. I'm the guy. I got to be careful or I will get hurt. I'm not lucky, right? Like I can't just blow stop
Mm.
signs. You know, I can't just be a retard. You know, but I
I'm
think
what you would call lucky.
I'm not lucky. I will get killed. Like, but it's just I don't know. Like I'm very aware too. Like I always know. I always know what's going on behind me. Um, and you gotta be because it's not safe here. You know.
Yeah, pretty much.
But half of the city just goes around like nothing's happening. You know, they just facing their phone, stepping into the street, or like today I had a guy. I was walking. I was delivering a package and he was walking his dog with his face in my phone and there was a pipe sticking out of the building. I don't know, some kind of rain pipe, but it sticks out like half a foot. Yeah, and so I have to work my way around that pipe without running over his dog, and I go, shit, you know, and he's like, what? And I'm like, you're taking up the whole fucking sidewalk, dude. So, oh, it was an accident. And I'm like, dude, whatever, man. I just kept moving. I didn't have time to fuck with him. And he kept staring at me, like, on the way back to the car. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not airing someone out today over this argument. Like, keep moving. Like, it's just, why can't people watch where they're going? It's like, I will see you if I'm walking from here to China, I will step out my door and see a Chinese man on his side of the footpath, and I will move to my side of the footpath. You know what I mean? Like I
And
don't
like
care how.
Japan and all that places, you
Well,
all have to walk. It's like a fucking road. You have to go that way to go that way, and that way
yeah,
to go that way. And
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Well, and but the difference is people understand it. Like people aren't going up the wrong way in the subway, but people will stand
Yeah.
in line all day because they're following the rules, and that's what I do. It's like we live in a society. Like the rules are there for a reason. Like don't drive the wrong way. don't come don't come at me the wrong way in traffic cuz like if you ram me and you don't stop, you're going to get it through the windshield, you know? Like it's I remember one time I was sitting in a drive-through. I had Molly with me so I wasn't driving and I'm not going to take my
Mm,
dog into a restaurant. So
yeah.
I'm waiting at the window, and someone drives up the drive-through the wrong way, and it's like late. It's like dark. It's 10 o'clock at night. It's
What
when
the
all this.
fuck?
Yeah, well, I like to walk at night, and I'll shoot someone before I get
No,
to
like,
my
why are
walk.
you driving the wrong way?
I think they were drunk or something, and so like I'm like, you got to turn around, like you got to, and they're yelling at me through the window, like they're yelling some shit, especially his girl, and then I'm like, I know at some point I started screaming, you know, like you
Mm-mm.
got to turn around, like the fuck, and then they pull into the drive-through next to them. I didn't really connect the dots that they could just do that,
Mm.
and she's still fucking yelling, and the whole time they were like, let me rewind a bit, like I had this with me, and while they're facing me, I'm doing this.
I don't re- I don't recommend pulling it out because your fucking video will be
No,
put down.
no, I'm not gonna pull it out. It's not even in this bag right now. Actually, it's an empty bag.
Yeah,
But
we won't say what it is, just
no,
in case.
it's a Glock. I don't. It's not against the
Thine
whatever.
pew pew.
Yeah,
Thine pew pew.
I don't want to pull. I don't want to pull it out on stream because yeah, everyone's a bitch. But the point is I was carrying a gun on my chest and I was getting ready I was thinking about using it because I'm like, this guy has two options. He can back out of this drive-through, or he can come my way, and it's really late right now, and I don't know what he's thinking. And he looks like he's drunk. Thankfully they just, but you know what I mean. Like I didn't
Yeah.
expect him to do it, but at that time of night, you got to consider things like that. It helps to be ready for shit because I've never seen someone do that before.
Nah.
It's every day, man. Like you can, there's so many stupid drivers out there. It's crazy. Like
Fuck, bro.
it's
This
safer in
joint
the
isn't
hood.
even finished, and their fucking tip, the tip of this fucking shit is already turning yellow.
Mm, yep. You're so much more detail oriented than me.
Yeah.
I totally don't notice that shit. But I got like whack-a-mole times a million grid in my brain, so like it's just sometimes
Dun,
it's kind of
dun, dun.
yeah. But just take that and go and then just think of like Tron expands in front of you
Nah,
with whack-a-mole. It's
bro.
just it's how I explain the ADHD.
Just think, it's like Minesweeper.
Yeah. Well, if it was like three, if it was like yeah, it's like that. Yeah. Except for the bomb is when you fuck up and die. That's your worst decision. I always hated Minesweeper. I mean, I admire the game for what it is, just like I admire Tetris for what it is. But it just was not a
Yeah.
fun. It wasn't a fun game. You know, it was for people that didn't play video games.
Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah. Did you know Miss Pac-Man actually wasn't like made by Namco? It was like a
I.
bunch.
But didn't Manco then buy it off of the people and then just use it in their thing?
If they did, it was like decades later, I think. Because I think
Yeah, I think so. But it
it
was
might have been
starting to get
recently.
popular. It was starting to get popular and shit and all that, and they're like, "Fuck, buy that."
It's crazy how long they had them by the balls, though. Because they
Yeah,
couldn't do shit about it for a long time. You know,
I
they just put a bow on
I
it. It's
think
not
yeah, because
Pac-Man.
the legal shit wasn't really
Yeah,
where it was like today and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know if they had bad lawyers or what. What it was a long time ago. Long time
they had
ago.
lawyers that would charge them up the wazoo. I swear.
Yeah. That you know, I don't know how much money they were. You know, I don't know what their it was like, and you know, who knows how much money the Miss Pac-Man people had. You know, maybe they were making a shit
Yeah.
ton of money having low overhead and you know just. Oh, I miss old video games though. Like it's I know it would change for me if I got back into PC gaming because like these consoles are just not doing it for me anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of so PlayStation and Xbox, they're putting a lot of their games on PC, and I think a lot of the reason because of that is because during COVID, a bunch of Japanese people got computers and they started working from home. Believe it or not, Japan is as advanced as they are, they're not as into the internet as we are
No.
as a culture. Um,
They have
and
like
they
their own internet shit that we can't get like around the world and shit that they type on and send messages on,
oh,
like on their
it's
devices.
it's almost like their country's in is it like an intranet or something like spelled with an A? Do you know what an intranet
Yeah.
is? I
I
actually
think
just
it's like it's if you think of it like a
like a
airspace that you
network.
can't go, like private airspace. Think say if you like
Yeah,
hacked into their private servers and shit,
can you?
you would either get hacked back or then get your phone destroyed, most probably.
Would the government of Japan do that to you? And that'd be fun to do.
It is until your computer or whatever you're using gets fried.
Yeah, we use a get like a cheap burner.
Yeah.
Get a netbook. Get some fucking netbook shit. Um, dude, speaking of Asia, did you hear about that fucking asshole that was going around all these different countries like Japan and all these foreign countries, and he was fucking bullying them basically. What was his
No.
name? He was getting his ass kicked all around the world too, because he like there's something that people don't know about Asian people. People think that you can bully Asian people because they're nice. they will
No.
they will beat the dog shit out of you. And they know how to do it too. They knew how to do it before you showed up.
Yeah.
And they're cool. They're just like Russian people, you know. They
Yeah,
demand
but
respect.
they're nicer than Russian people
Yeah,
until
they
you
are.
piss them
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
If we're talking about it.
Usually, the point is usually Japanese people they don't start the fight, but they'll finish the fight, and people don't know that sometimes. And yeah, he got arrested in Korea, I think, South Korea. This guy, I think pissed. He like pissed on like an important landmark or something. Or I might be making that up, but like he did a bunch of bad shit, and now he's locked up in their jail, and they're not letting him go. You know, they're gonna put him through trial in Korea or something, and it feels good because this guy was. Look, I'm not a liberal. I don't get mad for other races, right? Um,
Nah.
white
Like,
Amer. Go ahead.
you just be you, eh? Who,
Well,
whoever you are, don't give a fuck about what people say about you.
yeah.
Just be yourself, eh?
well, that's the funny thing about like liberalism in America is a lot of people are just. I think they benefit from worrying about themselves and not worrying about what other classes of people are going through, because when a white American starts talking about what Black America is going through, or what Asia America is going through, or whatever, like, or just you better be on the money, and then also I don't know, just they don't need your help. They don't need white people's
Yeah,
help.
like
They don't need. It's
they
embarrassing
do
for
it
you.
themselves.
Yeah,
Like
they'll take care of it.
I figured out, don't try to explain anything to a woman. Just tell them what it is. Just say like, don't try to explain to them how to hammer a nail into a board. Just say hammer that nail into a board type shit. Well, they'll get really pissy at you, you know.
I get to be on. Well, I'm surrounded by people that don't have brains in their head. So the problem is if
So
I ask questions all over the place, and then the things that people say back to me, I'm like, never mind. I'm sorry I asked. Like,
nah, what you should do is say, "Oh, I guess I'm talking to myself."
yeah, I did that to somebody today. Actually, he was a worker in a building I was delivering at, and I said, "Can you sign for this?" And then he didn't say anything. I said, "I guess not. See you later." It's just I I don't I have to watch myself, and like, don't get me wrong, I can. There's plenty of people that can kick my ass in the street, but I'm more worried that I'm going to keep going. Because I get really upset with. I demand respect, and I get mad.
Cheers.
I just demand respect from people, and no one else does, and that's like it's a strange thing. Just when I'm dragging my shoulder across the building, maybe that's a good cue for you to fucking move to your side of the sidewalk. As I'm tearing my shoulder off my back. So
I'll
it's
scare the fuck out of you. I'll make you pull that shit on me one day. I'll
you
just come up behind you, fucking blacked out eyes like a drago and shit. Just tap on you like, hello.
you'd have to hit me. You'd have to
Fucking.
hit me. Yeah, you hit me, and then it's over, right? Well, I don't really know
Oh, I
how
know
to.
what to do. I'll pat you on your back. I'll start off nicely, and then if you don't turn around, I'll just.
I mean, it's got to be a thing where your life is in actually danger. Cause I mean, if you hit me and I'm still up, I'm gonna fucking swing back. I don't know, but if I hit the ground,
I
I can't go to prison. That's the thing is I'll fucking kill someone to defend my life, but You
I think it'd be funny if I slapped you on the back and you turned around and just saw it was me.
I would be very surprised that you committed to the bit. That you made the commitment to jump on the plane and track me down just to do that. um, no,
I
you.
just turn off my camera and then everybody just sees me behind you.
I haven't been watching the chat at all, man. I fucking hell.
There was 4 people in here at
Oh
one
my,
time.
oh my god. I totally was just trying to be a good host and wasn't paying attention to the chat. Well, they didn't say anything, did they?
No, they didn't.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why I didn't say anything.
I try to encourage people to talk if they're not talking, but I just wasn't paying any attention.
No, me neither.
Um,
I just saw people came and I'm like, okay, if you talk, I'll talk back.
no, don't feel. I mean, unless you say something really across the line, and I'll say something. But like, if you want to get the chat worked up, I don't mind because I forget, especially when I'm being a
Yeah,
host.
I'll get the chat worked up, but I also might get your video put down.
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying. I mean, I'm trying not to, but you know, I do a pretty good job getting myself in trouble.
Yeah,
How do I fucking make my side bigger?
you just go up the top. There's a thing up the top of your right hand side. It will make it bigger.
I did that. It didn't. No, I clicked that, you fucking cocksucker. But it didn't do anything. It made it 1 inch bigger. What I was trying to do is make my screen larger and like
Oh, you
adjust.
just click on yourself.
It just minimizes it when I click on myself.
Oh, then click on me. It might minimize me.
Ah, it's fine. Fuck it. It's just not that I. Oh wait, what's the, share your screen? No, turn off video. No, whatever. Fuck it. Instagram blows, man. It's the
I
worst.
know.
It is such garbage. We gotta find a better app next time. It's all good though. Um,
Discord, probably.
yeah, probably. I have Discord too. I didn't even think to use it because I never do use it.
Oh, yo, somebody's in here. What's good?
Yeah, I saw one person was in the chat. One person.
Yeah.
I always feel like it's the same guy too. Well, maybe it's actually
Yeah,
not.
like just
It
popping
could.
back in to see what the fuck of
Well,
crap
when
we're
there's
talking
always
about, eh?
it's always one person. Like my chat almost never has my feeds almost never have 0 people. And I'm like, is it counting me or do I have one person? It's always the same individual that just watches my shit all the time. I don't know, and they never talk. It's just one guy there.
You know when I'm in your fucking lives, eh? Like, top of the marine toya.
you're, you're getting Scottish out of nowhere though. You're
Now that's
jumping.
Irish.
Irish, yeah, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Well, you were doing an accent, so there.
Yeah, I know.
um,
We're both or we're both normal. We've been smoking now.
I've never been normal shit.
You know, YouTube is actually cracking down on people saying they're smoking weed. So if you say you're smoking tobacco, your videos get pushed out more.
Oh, maybe I should do that because
But I wonder if they know. Oh wait, I won't tell you it why we're live, but after this, I'll tell you what we should call it.
Okay. Well, I get mad because like I post a video or I'll do a live, and it'll be locked until I unlock it, and it's like
Yeah.
if I had another arm, I'd fucking give you another middle finger for doing this thing. And they do this. And let me show you something. Like
Middle leg, bro.
like I got one right here that's currently locked. And see, I got one that's locked. It's got the I haven't even noticed it until now. And then let's see, where is it? It'll do this. I get see all these little paper clip symbols where like the globe would be.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking go in and make sure all these are good to watch. And they do this with a bunch of my. I don't have time to do it, and they know it. you know, and
Yeah,
that's and it's like I don't know. I'm trying not to be paranoid, but I know they hate weed. Um,
yeah.
the the only good thing about YouTube, the only good thing about YouTube is ban they don't ban you, they don't shut your account down, they don't treat you like a criminal, but they make sure you can't do anything. They will
Make
make
sure
sure
you can't show your video out to more people,
yeah,
eh?
yeah. Or just I'm not even trying to run ads. This channel's bullshit. But like no no one's watching I'm not getting views or all the things I just mentioned, you know, like where I have to fight to get the videos up. Like it's sometimes it feels like I'm getting pointless resistance from YouTube.
I
Because
swear that same person just came back in and just left.
they left because they didn't want to be the one guy that was lurking. After I said
You're
that,
like, oh,
I
fuck.
scared them away. Yeah, I got shattered too. Check this out. I never fucking
Bro got some crack? Nah, I'm kidding.
this is this is AK-47.
Nice.
I can open it. I had a knife out here. Oh, here's a knife. These are the best
This is
goddamn.
for opening purpose only, YouTube.
It's a box knife.
It's a box opener.
I mean, it's literally a
It's-
box knife. I do. You know, honestly, like unless you're cutting rope, like thick hemp rope, um, these knives or the painter's knives that kind of you slide up, they do an excellent job cutting anything, and
the
everyone,
Stanleys.
yeah, yeah, and people treat you like a fucking criminal if you have a knife, and when you have something like this, it's a little less weird for all the pussies that can't handle shit. So everyone's such a
Bro,
fucking
this is my
retard.
box opener.
There you go. Is that a butterfly knife? I
Yeah,
got
my box opening knife.
I got a I used to have a spring-loaded knife and I left it at a funeral. And when I called back about it, the lady was a total bitch. Um, and I was like, "Lady, I didn't leave a fucking 12 gauge in your church. I left a folding knife." Like it's like but it's just people are so fucking. They have such a cushy life. You know, the sight of a knife sets them off, and it's like, bitch, I got things to do. I need this knife. I'm not gonna use it on you or anyone else unless they,
I'm gonna
call.
use it on myself. I'm emo.
Because of the way you treated me
Yo,
today.
welcome in. Yous too. Feel free to type in chat. We
Yeah,
are watching yous.
my
I don't think I have nothing better to do except for be annoying.
my phone keeps locking me, so I keep forgetting to watch the chat. Um,
Oh yeah, you need to turn your phone, like, keeping your phone on for longer.
yeah, I do. I just got this phone, so I have to fucking set all the
I
shit.
think I scared one of them off.
I don't get views, man. I don't get like if I probably should have stated like my fucking channel's a ghost town and I'm not
No, I
saying
just like being a card.
well, if we could find I need to find a better platform where I can like it sucks. I
I'm
think
in your walls. This is a green screen. I'm actually in your walls. That is a green screen.
I take a water
I
bottle
will
and
find you.
I like squirt water and it like knocks away your force field. I'm like, ah! It like knocks away the illusion.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
man.
you squirt the water bottle and it comes and hits my face in the fucking background there.
It's like a wall of paint here, and it melts away like Silent Hill, and you're behind it. Like, ah, how long have you been
Boom.
there? um,
I'm under your bed.
dude, am I the only person when I was a kid that never understood the monster under the bed stuff? Was
I didn't
every
really care. I was more afraid of spiders when I was little.
I never thought I was like no, there's. I mean, I was a very scared kid. Like I was like scared going to bed, but never was I thinking about a monster under my bed. Like that's insanity.
It's a pedophile instead.
These days, fucking
Or Father Jonathan.
oh, Dude, we
Father
should.
Donovan.
There was I heard a story one time where I can't remember where I heard the story, but girl was staying over at her friend's house. I think she was an adult and she was a kid. I don't know what anyway, but she's like, it's like the middle of the night and she wakes her up and she's like, let's go out to eat. Let's go out to eat. She's like, no, no, what are you doing? It's 3 in the, no, let's go. It's dead. Finally, she gets her to get outside the house and she says, I'm not hungry. There's somebody under your bed. It was just somebody was fucking trying to kill them or something. Was waiting for something, and the it was a
waiting for it
Frogger.
to waiting for it to be midnight probably or something
Something,
like that.
something. Yeah, he was just waiting. He was a stranger. He was someone that broke in the house. It was
Wait
one
until
of
the morning so she's awake when he rapes her and kills her. He might be one of those sickos.
yeah,
One
maybe.
of the ones that wants to see all that.
Ugh. God, the Frogger shit's so weird. Like I really enjoyed that Lifetime show. It's the only good Lifetime show that exists. They really should make a season 2 of that because Lifetime is a network for American women, and it's just all this emotional dribble all the time. So when they did this Frogger show, I'm like, if you could play more shit like this, I'll watch your dumbass chick network. You know, um,
Yeah.
I get into that shit so hard. The Frogger stuff. The
Bro, have you watched Disjointed?
I thought you said, have you watched this joint? It's this joint.
Did you
No.
watch this joint?
I was like, what? I haven't seen. I forgot what that is. I saw an ad for it, and I'm forgetting what it is. You gotta remind
it's
me.
uh, it's it's a pot show.
I'm forgetting. Well, yeah, I put that together, but I don't know anything else. I don't remember anything else about it. I saw the trailer, but
Ah,
it's gone. My
yeah, it's
brain.
mainly about just getting stoned and doing weird shit. Pretty much what we're doing.
Maybe I'll watch that. I forgot. I wish I could remember the fucking trailer. Oh, where's my
Oh
shit?
wait,
I gotta. Damn it! I gotta charge my. So I got this fancy.
I have I have a few songs that we can listen to.
Are they
That
public domain?
yeah,
You
because I
sure?
made them.
Oh, okay. All right. Are did you post them to a record company?
I posted them to SoundCloud.
Okay. I'll let it ride. I've heard stories about artists getting flagged posting their own music before listening to
Yeah,
their
that
own
would be
music.
shit.
It ha- it
Uh,
it
we
it happens unfortunately. But I don't know about
oh, wait.
SoundCloud because that's like a different.
There we go. Can you hear it?
Hmm.
Sweet. The kaleidoscope of colors was dying. Vibrant, breezy, taller the Caribbean land. Surrounded by swirling patterns of joy as
Isn't this
sing
just
the
Bob
strange
Marley?
tunes of nature's free No, I wrote the shit and I put it through a fucking AI singer because I
Uh
hate singing.
I sang in choir. Believe
I
it or
sang in
not.
a and I sang in the Christmas choir.
Well, we did. I sang in. Well, I sang in Christmas choir growing up, but we did every year. And then I did about a year or two of choir when I was in high school. And then we
Alright,
actually. Have you heard of the Brooklyn Tabernacle?
nah.
So yeah, you're not old or black enough, but oh, what's going
Black
on?
enough.
What's going on, Lewis?
Yo,
Someone
what's
came in.
good?
So
Yeah, I can't see right now, but yo, what's good?
so Brooklyn Tabernacle is a black church in Brooklyn, and they make some really popular music. They're called the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir, and they make albums, a lot of them. and we
Oh
got
yeah.
their adult choir and their youth choir both put out albums, and we got to sing with them, and
Well, that's cool.
it was cool. Yeah. Can you cut the music in half
Mhm.
just so the mic isn't? You don't have to kill it, but just make it so
No, I know. Down more.
down more. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably better.
That
Yeah, that's
or
fine.
more, a wee bit
Yeah,
more.
that'll be good there.
Sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to sing with them. I was really tired on that trip because I just didn't sleep on the plane and the time zone difference. It's all the way on the other side of the country.
It's the jet lag, eh?
And I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep at all on that plane. And it was a long fucking flight. Like Portland, they could
Well, what what were you in? You were in like coach or something, weren't you? How the fuck
I
are you supposed to sleep in that?
yeah, I couldn't sleep at all. And I didn't bring anything with me on the plane. I just didn't bring anything to do, so I was just like
Yeah.
for 12 hours or whatever the fuck the flight was. I don't and we had like a 3-hour layover and yeah,
Three.
it
Oh
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I guess these days a 3-hour layover is nothing because like these
Oh,
days
fuck no.
people can't even
Time
get
is
on their
money.
planes. Yeah, and so I fell asleep on stage actually when we were praying. I was just falling asleep everywhere I was because it was a blast. I had a hell of a time in New York. This was 2005. This was right. No, excuse me. This was 2001. This was right after the World Trade Center went down. So it was still a pile of rocks.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was crazy because like New York's
You want to know
allowed.
something?
Hmm,
9/11 was an inside job.
I'm sorry.
9/11 was an inside job.
I think it. I so of all the stories the government, well, everything the government said about 9/11 was bullshit, right? And I think it's very practical that 9/11 was an inside job. Like all the the dude that owns the towers took out a big crazy insurance policy like the day before it went down, and he had to get like 100 signees, and it was like a big to do to get it done. It was the biggest insurance policy.
Fraud.
Was the biggest dollar value for an insurance payout
Mm.
ever,
And
ever.
that, yeah, that's
So
insurance fraud.
yeah,
Like saying
yeah,
somebody else broke something, but you broke it
yeah.
instead.
It's only insurance fraud if somebody else says, "Hey, you're going to court for insurance fraud." You know what I mean? So whoever
Yeah.
was in charge of getting that guy in trouble just looked the other way, I guess, because no
Yeah, just like,
investigation.
fuck that shit.
Yeah,
He
I mean, we can't just
was
look.
fully paid off.
Yeah, right. Oh fuck! It's so. I don't even know why we can't just look at some of this stuff, like investigate a few of these people at least, because if they're
If you
innocent.
let the, like, fucking police and all that smoke weed, I bet you they'd solve way more cases.
I wonder if they're allowed to allowed to smoke here in Portland,
Probably
because
not.
there's a lot of jobs. Like if you're a
Oh,
trucker, you know what I mean?
well, I guess you would be allowed to. You just wouldn't be allowed to on the clock,
No, not on the
probably.
clock. But I wonder how often they drug test them, because there's some
Probably
jobs.
once a month.
Well, some jobs here will drug test you for marijuana, even though it's legal, and they won't hire you if it comes up in your system. And I don't know how the fuck. Maybe it's because it's still a federally illegal drug, right? Because
Yeah.
there's state laws and federal laws here in America. It's still federally schedule whatever drug. So maybe that's why I don't. I think in Oregon, like if you're not drug testing someone on the job, then suck a dick. Like why? What the fuck? It's so aggravating living in a place where it's legal to smoke weed, but anytime you go to apply, you gotta be careful. It's like what the fuck?
There's all you have to do is like wait a week. Like when you just go and stop for a week, and then it will be out of your system if you drink enough water.
So it helps if you're not fat shit like I am. Like if you're in
Same.
good shape, like when I used to be in really good shape, like I was in fantastic fucking shape when I was working in a paint warehouse because you're just lifting
Yeah,
everything you touch is heavy. So back then I probably I would take one piss and probably all the weed would be gone. I don't it'd be out of my system in 5 minutes. These days so I will try to give it like a week at least, and then but I will do the You ever done those drinks that dilute your piss?
those like really electrolyte inducing drinks.
Yeah, they make you pee like crazy,
Yeah,
and those work like that and combined with what else I did, giving it space, giving it.
bro. I know something that will fix your problem. I won't say it out loud, like what your problem is. Yeah, I'm not that much of a cunt.
Oh,
Drink
being
some prune
constipated.
juice.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I do everything, man. Trust me.
Do you
Like
drink prune juice?
I have before, but it wasn't like I mean, I got some green juice in the fridge that I've been drinking. You know what I'm talking about? That green.
Yeah.
It's like got kiwi and broccoli and stuff like that in it. I just got problems.
What
I know.
came first? The kiwi fruit or the kiwi the bird?
I think about this sometimes actually. That's a good question, and I don't understand why I don't
Like,
get
what
it.
came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yes, I
I still think it's the egg.
I would
But
have
if
to
you
ask.
think about it,
I'd have to ask a scientist. I don't know.
they probably don't fucking know.
It's interesting what they do know and also what they don't know. Because there's some things it's like they can detect the wave from the Big Bang, but then there's other things that you'd think they would know by now and they don't. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But
Like, they don't know what is at the bottom of the fucking sea. They got scared of something down there. That's why they went up to the fucking sky. Because, the space, like that big space thing, NASA? Yeah. They used to, fucking look underneath the water, eh? They must have found something really bad and thought, fuck no.
some big
We're
fucking
gonna
fish.
explore space instead.
Have you
Yeah,
heard?
fucking megalodon, eh?
I I heard a story from so Joe Rogan had an astronaut on his show, and this astronaut also would do a lot of deep sea stuff, and he said he had to go out to go. I think he had to get out of he had to go underwater for some fucking reason.
Mm,
I don't remember what reason, but he said that he got under the water and there he there was an eyeball that was like the size of his head looking back at him. I
squid.
think it was a Goliath grouper, which is an
Oh,
enormous fish. And I don't want to fuck with a big fish, man. When fish get big enough, they're retarded. They'll eat whatever they can. They're stupid as fuck. They'll bite you just to see what's up. So and
yeah.
Goliath groupers are big.
It's like bees. You can't trust them. Like, if you're wearing a specific color, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you're just gonna bite me because of the color I'm
Yeah.
wearing.
I'm
Like,
I'm gl-
damn.
I'm glad that you and me are both prejudiced towards bees because
Yeah.
I've
Like,
never.
should we wear black and yellow? Is that their gang color? And they hate the people that wear the Pacific colors. Eh?
It's the bee the bumblebee gang that wearing black and
Yeah.
yellow. God, that'd be a stupid gang.
And then the branch gangs, like the wasps and all that type of shit, hornets and all that.
Be like gangs in New York, Then like the Mantis gang would come in, but they would have to be like they'd have to be like Brock Lesnar because like mantises are like the lions of the bug world, right? So they would come in and like
No,
kill, huh?
not really. If you think about it, unless you have a female one on you,
Oh yeah,
it's not. It's
yeah,
not the world's
it's the
strongest
female,
fucking
yeah,
thing.
because the male is
Yeah,
smaller, right? Is the male
the
smaller?
male gets the. I'm saying the female because after having
Because
sex,
yeah.
the male and the female having sex, the female
eats.
bites its fucking head off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's fucked up. Praying mantis. I forgot all about that.
And
Praying
like,
mantises are fucked up.
like those white silkworms.
Yeah, yeah. I had to
Mm.
think about it for a minute. Hi.
Well, after having sex, they eat their own penis.
What? That's
Yeah.
just retarded. Why would you do that? That's
Don't
not so.
ask me.
I don't understand that one bit. But the praying mantis, it'll beat almost any other bug in a fight. Like it just grabs it and just starts going, and just with those big
Yeah.
fucking monster mandibles, it'll. I've seen so many praying mantises do so many horrible things to bugs. Like
I've seen
it's
so many like animated like TV shows about bugs getting really big and people trying to fight them with mechas and shit.
really because I've thought about writing a story like that, and I've wondered why I haven't started
Bro, that's
more.
way overused. I don't recommend
Really?
that.
I've never. I don't watch enough anime, so I had no idea. Because in what American movies have giant bugs? I mean, you got
it's not
Starship
really
Troopers. Because
the.
anime can
Have you
have
seen
it.
that one that you have to have like two pilots or something in one mecha, and they ended up fighting something,
Is that
and
Evangelion?
I think so. I can't
Because I haven't
remember,
seen
but I
Evangelion.
remember one of them. They had brothers that would piloting at it at the start, but one of them died.
Hmm. I need to get caught up on my anime. I fell off like 20 years ago. You know, I fell off when I was like 20 or something or 19, and then just never got back to it.
Yeah,
It's really
fuck, that's
dirty.
dirty.
It is really dirty, but I don't care. We're in the middle of a show I can't clean, so we're gonna have a dirty mess
You're on a
today.
water shortage.
No, water won't clean this. You need rubbing alcohol. Oh my god.
Look at that. Look how clean that is.
The rest of the bong is clean, but this here. I didn't have time. I didn't think I was gonna do shatter right now. But man, I'm high.
Same.
I got it.
I'm slowly coming down, so.
This thing is out of power though. God damn it. I gotta make this count because I'm running out of. No! God damn it. My fucking lighter is dead. So
Dang.
it's got an electric starter, and it's actually a very nice lighter. It's by Oliva, and it's like
Oliva.
it's wood, but it's like you could kill a man with this thing. It's so fucking throw it at him. Well, fuck. So you know what I'm gonna do now? I have an idea.
What?
I have an idea.
You gonna get another lighter?
I can't heat this up with a normal fucking lighter. So I'm gonna have to. I have an idea. I'm gonna really fuck up
Oh
this.
no.
I'm gonna really
He
fuck up.
has an idea.
You think I fucked up this piece of glass before?
You're gonna fuck it up more. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna.
use a blowtorch.
No, no. Well, that's what this is. This is a
Oh,
fucking.
you're,
This is my
you're filling
blowtorch.
it up with weed, aren't you? Then you're just gonna use a normal.
Well, if I use a normal bowl, it's all the shit's gonna melt and it's gonna go straight down into. You know what I mean? It'll go
Yeah.
straight. It'll fall through the hole and everything, even with a nug plug. You know. All the non-stoners are like, "What is this code they're speaking in?"
What is this hippie language?
Yes, foreign hippie talk from far lands. The pipe weed. You know what's interesting about Lord of the Rings? So you still with me? Did I lose you? Uh-oh. 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 We have a problem, folks. We have a problem. Man down. I can't hear you. Hello, hello? Ah, shit. No. We're still recording. Ugh. Um, let's hang this up. No! Stand. No! Fuck! Okay. We're back on.
There we go.
Where am I? Oh!
Your
But I'm...
camera's off.
Oh, there we go. There we are. Okay. I'm like, where am I? Okay. Yeah, you didn't say anything. You just vanished. I thought I was having
I
tech.
told you when I have to take off the mask, I'm just gonna finish. You don't get
Okay.
too fucking hot.
Well, I thought you were gonna keep going with the mic because I couldn't hear you talking or anything. So I thought, you know
Nah,
what I mean? Because I saw the
I,
video
I
go
needed
away.
to bicker and moan about how hot it was for a
Oh,
second.
okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. You can open the window. Shit.
The window
Uh.
is open.
Oh shit. Yeah. Air.
It's sunny as fuck.
I need air conditioning. I don't want to sound like a yuppie, but like I will not live without air conditioning. I don't care if it's a fucking window unit. That's fine. I need something because it gets too hot here in Oregon. Like in the
I
summertime,
won't. I won't die, but
I will die.
I I mainly take off most of my clothes.
I will fucking die. I'm too old. I can't take it. I mean, to be fair, it'll get over 100 degrees here in the summertime. Like the heat here does not fuck around. The benefit is it only gets hot for like a month or something. Um, like so it can get hot in the beginning of summer, like the first couple months. But the last month or month and a half, you can have some. It's just a lot of 90-degree days plus, and yeah, fuck that. I can't. I'll die. I can't take it. But it's not hot
Yeah,
here. It's not hot here for 9 months of the year. You know what I mean? It's 9 months of the year. It's like wet and shitty. You know,
yeah.
you forget what the sun is like some years because it's just months of cloudy weather. Like
And then we moan when it was fucking hot.
yeah. Then when the summer comes around, it's like oh, we got up to 120 degrees a couple years ago. Like it it gets really hot here in contrast to how fucking cold it gets. And I know all the Republicans are like, "Oh, you guys, the climate change, you're so funny." I'm like, "Well, shit ton of people moved here and it didn't get to be 120 degrees before. And we have a lot more hot days than we used to. Um, I mean, is adding a million cars to a city and then removing a shit ton of grass and trees not supposed to make that city hotter? Like, at least like
Yeah,
a local form of climate, you know? Because it just feels hotter in the city now, man. Like it'll say something on the thermometer, but it'll
big
feel
city life.
hot.
Big city life.
I don't get it. I gotta
Uh,
catch up to
it,
you.
there's there's a song called it had like big city life in it and shit.
This is not working.
And
Is this some Australian song?
I don't
Because
know.
you said it with an Australian accent, and I don't think I've ever heard an Australian song in
Big
my life.
city life.
I don't think is there like a law that Australian music cannot make it into America? Because I don't think I've ever heard.
Yes.
I don't know what an Australian band is. You know what I mean? Like the only Australian band I can think of is the Newsboys, and they were a Christian band in the '90s. Do you want, dude? I can talk to
Fucking
you.
Christian.
Oh, dude, I get so I don't. I'm no longer a Christian, but I still get into talking about old Christian music from the 1990s because it's so fascinating how weird it is. Um,
Yeah.
there's this guy named he's a rapper named T-Bone, and he was like, "Yo, God save me, but I was gonna be a thug, but this is how it would have been if God hadn't turned me around." And so the whole song is about selling drugs and shooting people and dumping them in the river. And I'm like, this is a Christian album. What the fuck? So that was that was the song is called My Dream by T Bone. And dude, I dare you to not tell me it's a banger. Like the problem with these Christian artists is some of them are actually good at making music.
Sometimes, yes, I will agree
It's
with
so
that.
rare. And it's mostly the old stuff too. Like, so I'm
Not the
still,
new should be. Oh,
huh?
have you seen that Christian rap song that a lot of black people got really upset over?
Which one
The
is
one
it?
that's trying to get the youth to join the religious and all that.
I mean, that's what gospel hip hop is. I grew up listening to that shit, so I could show you albums and albums and albums of that. So I'm not sure which one in particular you're talking about.
It's more recent. You know what you can do with these things, right? You know how you,
I have
with
to look
like
this
a
up.
joint and shit, you roll up your cardboard and shit. Well, if you roll it up and put it in the bottom of that, then the shit will go through into your thing,
Oh shit,
and it will continue burning until it's burnt out.
that's a good idea. I'll have to employ that. I'm already. I'm still. My head's still spinning from the toothpick in the end of the joint. I was like, oh, never thought of that.
Yeah, it's just your.
A fucking crow could have thought of that, and I didn't think of that.
Yeah, but they'd probably use their talents. Just fucking.
Oh shit! I dropped. Do you ever watch crows like solve puzzles and then think like this crow might be smarter than me? Because they'll take like,
No,
I mean,
I'm like,
I'm not
I
maybe not me, but
when
like
I'm
any,
high, I can't do
yeah,
that
you know,
type
well,
of shit.
they'll take a stick and put it in a thing and fish something out with it,
Put it in a thing and do something else with it.
or okay,
Wow.
no, I said they'll fish something out with it. So they'll take a stick. So I saw a thing where they had two different length sticks and then like something inside of a bottle or something. And what happened was the crow took one stick, used it to fish out the other stick, and then it took that stick and used it to pull the food out of the vessel, whatever they had it in. Like it's or they will add water to a bottle to make the water level rise to make the food come up to there's a whole Nova documentary about the intelligence of crows. Um Nova is a like a sciency like an OPB kind of thing, and they do these smarty pants
I should not
documentaries.
have used a fucking
Oh, I
cardboard box that is containing freaking whatchamacalls it. Fucking incenses.
my mom texted me. She said, "I found a Bluetooth. I think it got hooked on something and ended up on my shelf. Could it be yours?" I was like, "I don't know. Let me call you later."
Wow.
Well,
I could never.
I'm
I
doing a
could never
show.
say that to my mother. Eh?
Well, I'm
She'd probably
37,
growl
so
me.
I don't think it's mine because I use these AirPods. It could be my dad's. Um, fuck, find something interesting. Did you see that? So I haven't seen it, but people are saying that that last Alien movie is pretty good, and I know that.
No,
Pre-
I don't watch that type of shit. I
you never
think
seen
it's
any of
dumb.
the Alien? You've never seen Alien?
I think it's quite dumb. That's just my
Oh, suck
opinion.
a dick! You're insane. Alien and Alien Two are excellent movies. There's nobody on the planet that will take your side on this one.
I
I think
can say something that'd probably piss off all the old nerds and everywhere. I think Star Wars sucks ass because it has way too many sequels.
that is a retarded opinion.
See? But that's my opinion.
It doesn't make any sense though. It's like saying, like just because it doesn't change that the original trilogy kicks ass. Like
Yeah, the
most.
first, the one where the second one, and maybe the bit when Darth Vader says, "I am your father," and when Master Yoda comes in, it's the only bits I like.
Well, people go. They'll be like, I like Return of the Jedi, but and not. I don't like the other one as much. Blah blah blah. I always viewed the trilogy as one thing. So when people separate the
I think
movies,
I think the Family Guy trilogy is better
I
than the actual
I need
trilogy.
to I need to watch the rest of those. I like the first one. I never got into the. I never saw the others. I don't know why. But no, the original trilogy is great, and there is this bullshit movement on the internet that's trying to turn around and say the original trilogy sucks and it's bad. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You
I just
fuckers,
think
you were never part of
it's
this.
just been overdone.
Well,
So
God.
it's like fucking like One Piece, that's overdone. Only some people can watch the whole thing, right?
Well,
And like it's the same with fucking Dragon Ball Z. It's overdone. It has way too many fucking episodes.
yeah. Yeah,
way too much shit, and just drags on and gets a wee bit worse over time.
it's
It's
if
like,
you
oh, you're just doing the same shit over and over again. Like you're yelling, screaming, fucking fighting. Wow, same fucking shit.
Dragon Ball Z is a lot easier to get through if you're not watching it on TV because it's just impossible. When I was a kid
Yeah,
trying to
because
get
then it's random shows and not one after the
yeah,
other.
yeah, and you got to commit your well, no, they'll do one right after the other, but you got to commit your fucking
Oh, they didn't
life.
do that here.
Yeah, they do that here. They take that seriously here. They did that
Like,
retarded
oh,
shit back
5
with like
o'clock.
Rocky and
Goku
they did that
and all that as well.
they did that with Rocky and Bullwinkle. They didn't figure that shit out by with Dragon Ball Z where you live.
No, they just allowed it to play with random episodes, but nobody gave a fuck. Nobody really watched it. I think
Well, yeah,
Pokemon was
that's
the
why
only
no
one
one
that had
watched
one
it.
after the other,
Well,
after one after the other.
they shot the whole show in the foot by
And
playing it retarded.
and if anybody that is like older knows what the
I
first Blade fucking animation was before the Blade burst and shit, and they did that one after the other as well.
I was too old for Beyblade. I was like, I'm not, I can't. I'm too old for this shit. Like, just because it's a cartoon, that doesn't mean I'm gonna watch it. Um,
You know that I swear they don't. Don't quote me on this, but I swear the original like Blades. I swear their videos have got deleted or hidden somewhere. I fucking have not been able to find them again.
hmm,
Like they only
sometimes,
bring up like the Blade burst type shit. Like no, old Blade burst original. Like
sometimes legal stuff can get in the way.
nigga,
Really sucks.
but it's Blade, and they still have Blade. They just add the burst in.
Well, it usually comes down to like
I
who
think it's
owns
because they got a
what or
lot of
licensing.
suing and everything. When people's teeth started getting knocked out by the metal that were that they were made out of.
So
Because
yeah.
people were trying to redo the shit on the TV show and shit and hurting
Oh,
themselves and fuck.
oh, that makes that makes more sense than anything I could have thought of. Yeah, I thought it was all business that got in the way, because usually it's business. Um,
Nah, I think it
Video
was like the
games.
lawsuit of how many kids got their teeth knocked in by them.
Jesus, they actually had a lawsuit. Holy
Yeah,
shit,
I think so.
that's crazy. That's yeah, you got to be careful. Well, but that shit like other cultures had been doing that shit before we did it in America. Like I've
Yeah,
seen is it
Japan did it with those weird fucking things.
Mexico, I
Attached it
think
to a piece of
too.
rope and fucking whipped it
Yeah,
out, eh?
and Spanish speaking countries, I can't remember which country it is. It could be Mexico. They have like that, like you said, a rope attached to a top, and they'll rip that shit. I
Yeah.
saw some Mexican kid at school playing with it. I was like, this is cool. The fuck is this? And he
I
just had
like
his top.
those, you know those balls that you put in your. This is gonna look weird on camera if I show you what I'm doing. So, you know those balls
Show
with
me the
like
balls
bells
you
in
put in your hand.
them?
Say,
Okay,
talk
I'll
slowly.
go and get them. I'll go and get them.
No, I was just making a dirty joke. It's a good way to say it. I wonder how much noise this fan is making.
I have to untie my ball sack. You know, these balls.
Oh, are those the ones that make a bunch of noise? Or no,
Yeah,
they aren't the magnetic ones that make a bunch of racket.
no?
What are those for? What do they do?
Male and female balls. It's supposed to massage your hands and align your yin and yang chakra, I think. Didn't really
Well,
research that much about these.
you could have just said it's a fidget toy. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
because the way it's done, it looks like I'm fondling somebody's balls, pretty much, if I go like that.
It's worth keeping around just for the joke. It's worth. It's is that the only reason why you have them around these days? Is so you can say things like ball sack and
Yeah,
fondling balls, and
pretty
then
much.
it goes back on the shelf until you get a new
Yeah,
the new victim that you can give ball puns to.
make that joke again, yeah.
I almost forced my bong back out the wrong way because I was taking a hit when you were talking about holding balls. I almost fucking shot the bowl piece through my
I
head.
would be shocked if this video got taken down because I said ball sack and fondling balls.
Honestly, I think that. Well, I don't know. They won't. I, I don't know if they're ever gonna stop fucking with my videos and doing what I showed you earlier, but I honestly think Trump is like causing a sea change. Like like Facebook. Did you hear about Facebook having to change their moderation?
No.
So, long story short, you should listen to this Joe Rogan episode. Zuckerberg, the Facebook guy, was on Joe Rogan, and he said that they were getting pressured by the government over all the censorship, and government officials were yelling and swearing at Facebook employees, telling them what to censor and what not to. Like
Fuck.
it's that like Twilight Zone level. This is all true. Like this isn't because this is the owner of Facebook talking about what you know what I mean. This is all on the
Yeah.
up and up. And so now that Trump is in office, a lot of this is going back. It's a lot of this is going away. And you know, I hate to say it because I'm not like a far right or far left kind of guy, but I'm so glad Trump won. Like Kamala and Biden were like sparing a lot of the details, just bad at their job. Like, turns out you can be bad at your job with any job. And it turns out they were bad at being president and vice president, and they just didn't seem to address any problems. And if they won again, it's just like throwing another log on the fire. You know, it's like they weren't gonna do shit about it. You know, eggs and the cost of everything is it's retarded here in America. Like everything's unaffordable. You're spending $10,000 on a car with 100,000 miles on it, if you're lucky. Like I mean, it's
Around around the here, it's like a 500 or something dollars to get one about that, like that.
$500
Hmm.
dollars. Like what is that
Yeah,
in American? I don't know.
probably like what, about $50, probably.
What? I don't know what. I don't know where I'm
I
totally
don't know.
confused. Because like $500
About a
for a
hundred
car.
dollars.
Because five hundred
About a
dollars is
hundred
the
dollars
five
would
hundred
probably
dollars
be,
gets you an Xbox in America. Okay,
yeah. Well, five
I'm
hundred dollars here would get you a car that is nearly fucked.
because you can't buy a car for $500 in America. Like you can't. Like unless it's a parts car, like that doesn't exist. Um,
You can buy one that still runs, but it will probably end up dying in like a month or so, depending on how you drive it.
it used to be $2,000 was about the line you didn't want to go underneath when buying a car. But you could get. I bought my first car when I was. I don't know. It was like I'm old now. I'm 37 now, so I was uh, early 20s. I was like 20 at the time, 19, 20, something like that. Bought this Ford Escort wagon. It was good to me until until it died, a year and a half later. But I spent like no, actually I lied. I drove that car for like 5 years. Um, But yeah, you could buy a decent car when I was younger for 2 grand. It was sort of a dice roll. You know what I mean? You never knew. But
Yeah.
now that $2,000 car is $6,000, $8,000, 10,000. I don't know. Like a Prius with 100,000 miles is like a 2008 Prius with 100,000 miles is probably 10 grand. You know,
Uh,
yeah. I mean, just to give you I mean, a new car, fucking forget it. You know, $40,000, 26. The cheapest new car you can buy for the money is an Hyundai Elantra hybrid. Um, it's like 26,500 to 30, the low 30s if you want to start stacking. They start at like 26,500. So that's about as cheap as a new car can be. Um, and those are good cars, but all the interest, you're adding thousands on top of that. I'm a broke bitch, and even if I wasn't, it's a bad deal these days. Like I really hope Trump can get some of these numbers to drop. And I've never
Probably
been.
not. He'll probably make them rise so he can get more money in his pocket. You
I don't
know,
know.
governments.
The reason why I have a small amount of faith, which is better than none, is a bad politician doesn't give a plan because they never made a plan because they're playing, right? Um, but Trump has given detailed plans on a lot of things, and I think that's a good start. Because like I've never seen a corrupt
Yeah,
politician.
but that still doesn't mean that they're gonna actually do that once they get elected, though.
Regardless,
Like
other
somebody said, if they get elected where I am, something's gonna be legal, be made legal,
well, there's going to be a lot of shit he's not going to make good on. I'm aware of that, but I know that other countries are reacting to this, and they're falling in line. And I'm like, once again, I'm not a Republican, but um, you can. I don't remember shit that I researched, man. That's my problem. Is like if I could retain all the shit that I put
Write
into it.
it down when you research it.
Well, I don't
That's
plan
what you
on.
need to do.
I don't necessarily plan on defending my position either. But I even like this stuff with Russia. Like I have more faith now that what's happening over in Russia and Ukraine is going to wind down faster. Because Biden, look, pretend you are Putin. Let's play a game. You're Putin right now. Kamala and Biden walk into your golden fucking palace with big goddamn country, you know, a million fucking people ready to die for you, and this old man and this soccer mom step in and they tell you to not fight. Like, get the fuck out of my office.
Um, which one did they bring me anything?
Huh?
Did they bring me anything?
I don't know. I don't know how the bribery works on the inside. I don't know if they throw cash at Putin, but
Nah,
I know they told Putin not to go to war and Putin went right to
because
war.
if, if you think about it, this is a person that thinks he's God, pretty much.
Yeah, but he listens to Trump. Like
Yeah, but
he sees
you
eye to eye to Trump. Kamal's a joke.
but you
I
think
don't
if you're
respect him.
going for a meeting, every time you meet a king, you always bring a gift and all that. So, wonder what they did bring him, like back
Flesh
in the day and all that. And
gave
I
him a
don't know if they,
flashlight. I don't know. Just something retarded.
I think they'd be thrown out for that
I wonder how that would
or
go.
executed.
I would give Trump a flashlight because I think Trump would laugh about it. Because Trump has a sense of humor. Trump
Yeah,
is
it's funny
funny to
how some
watch.
Trump fans though are getting angry that he's in Home Alone.
Why? What kind of backwards
Bit of
logic?
his line.
What did he say? I don't
He
remember.
was being nice to a kid. and telling him where to go. That's all he said.
Oh, Jesus. These people are too political. I don't get it, man. These people are nuts. They're just, this is what you call recreational outrage. Like, I spend a lot of time
Yeah,
being angry, but sometimes I listen to people complain about certain things, and I'm like, there's
your shit
nothing.
is worse.
No, people running out in the street is what affects me. People getting mad about Trump's line in Home Alone, like, that doesn't even make sense. I mean, that's the point. Is it
Yeah,
doesn't the things that people that are mad about on the internet don't make sense. You know, some guy running me off the sidewalk because he can get the fuck out of the way, and then getting a problem with me. That's something I get mad about. Not whatever. But yeah, anyway. But we need. I don't know. Like the the bottom line is like I couldn't vote for the same problem that we had for 4 years. You know, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. I did I didn't like Trump last time he won, and I'm still not a fan. But like we got all these assholes coming into the country, and no one's willing to say that. Like we're not sending in carpenters. You know, we're not sending in electricians. It's not like if I was to take my happy ass to another first world country, they would say, "Why are you here?" And I would say, "I'm a retard that smokes too much weed." And they would say, "Go away and come back with a job." Right? But we just let
they'd probably
everybody
tell
come
you
in
to
the
stop
door.
smoking.
I'm sorry.
They'd probably tell you to stop smoking.
Yeah, probably do that too. That's a problem too. I kind of forgot about that when I said it. I was making the point that some of the first world countries they demand something of the people that walk in the door. You have to be
Yeah,
doing something, and we just let everybody in the country, and it's like, look, man, like I do these deliveries for various services, and the customers are angry. It's not my opinion. The customers say to me, "Thank God you speak English." I had an Amazon delivery driver come to my house. This is not bullshit. So I wasn't mad that my groceries spilled out of the bag because sometimes these paper bags just break on you, and I'm
yeah.
understanding. That didn't make me mad. I was totally cool. He put it down on the table and knocked my fucking bong over and didn't stand it up. And when I came out to confront him, he didn't speak English. And I'm not going to beat the bricks off this man because we live in a society, but in my in my imaginary world, I should have at least gotten one in. Um, and so I called Amazon and got $100 out of them because you fucking don't knock my bong over. But these are the people that the customers are upset with, and it's not
Yeah.
my. People hear me do this and they go, "Oh, you're just a Trump." Why am I making Trump's voice? They go, "What? Why?" They think I'm a Trump supporter. They think I'm some far right racist kind of guy, and I'm like, these are the people that are taking our jobs, and they're pissing off liberals. You're finding a way to piss off the most liberal city in the world. So if these
And
people are
you
mad, huh?
want to know something funny?
Mhm.
If Indian, if Indian people come over to like any country, work for like maybe say half a year, enough to get a ticket back in like a few hundred or something dollars and save up and shit. Well, they would convert that back into their shit. They're millionaires.
Yeah, exactly. I think about this a lot because we have we have
That's what they
low.
do.
Well, I exactly what you're saying happens here with these deliveries because deliveries will pop up on whatever service you're using, and it's like a low-paying dog shit delivery in American dollars. If you're taking those American dollars and putting them in your bank, and then throwing them at the wall because they don't go very far here, or if you're Pablo, you can take that money back to Mexico, and it goes 10 years further. It just,
Mm,
you can stretch that money, because of what you were saying, the dollar value is greater in some other countries. And
yeah.
it's just like, how is this
Really
fair?
depends on the stock market, really.
Yeah. Well, and
And you know how poor India actually is.
yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
India's rough
their
though.
uh, coin
Overpopulated.
change is quite high. You can change your money into Indian, like I don't know what the Indians call it, but
Well,
the Indian money, you'd be rich as fuck.
Vietnam's a place like that. I hear Vietnam's a good place to live. Like it's you can. The problem is you gotta take a bunch of American dollars. I don't have those right now. But because it's hard to make money in Vietnam, I would assume. But if you have those American dollars, like Vietnamese people are cool. Like I work, dude. I'm not bullshitting you. I worked in a sweatshop for like 5 fucking years with nothing but Vietnamese people and Hmong people, people from Laos.
You're
Um,
welcome back.
and
Oh, somebody joined.
oh,
Yeah,
um, but yeah, it they call it the land of smiles, Vietnam. If I hope I'm not mixing that up with another country. I've always been chill with Vietnamese people, and it's cheap to live there, and it's an up and coming country. They've really been, rising in their GDP and all that. So yeah, America sucks a dick, and it's always good to think of other places to live. It's a good place to
yeah,
live if
true.
you're filthy rich, America. But even then, it's like,
It's a good place to live if you think from American
if,
perspective. To move to any other country because their tax rate is so high.
yeah,
So
they tax the fuck out of us here too, though, and we don't get shit out of it. We don't get health care out of it. Like we gotta, like if you have a
yeah, like the
serious,
Canadians.
yeah, exactly. And oh my god, dude, you know what makes me crazy is the far right Republicans. Just to separate myself from them, you bring up Canadian healthcare and they immediately make up all this fake bullshit. Like, oh, the wait times. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you'll never hear a Canadian complain about their healthcare, but it's always a far right American. And I'm like, it just doesn't line up with. I trust the Canadian, because their story's. Always the same. It's always fine. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't know what these fucking far right goofballs you know. I don't know if you've ever experienced this. You're baked, aren't you?
What the fuck? No, I'm hearing another voice.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is it my PC?
Oh, I was live on reality.
they're gonna be like, what
That
the
whole
fuck?
time.
Well, now you got to send them over to the podcast. I think because everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck was all that? Jesus Christ
Yeah.
Almighty! There was never a link for them to follow. It's just they're gonna be
No,
up.
I fucking just forgot about it.
The world of
So it's probably been up
confusion,
for like 4 hours now.
the confusion that you have thrust upon these people.
Pretty much.
We can kill this. We can kill this podcast anytime. I'm just kind of going, you know.
We'll go until it's been 2 hours, I think. Or has already been 2 hours, I
Oh
don't
shit, yo. All right, yo. Well, it's been fun. We'll do it again
know.
sometime.
Yeah. Peace.
See you.